Welcome to Jewel's Jewels. So let's go ahead and get into it because the topic is hot on my tongue. I was just speaking with an acquaintance of mine, and she was saying how she was just reflecting over life, and she was saying that when she was doing worse off in life, when she was struggling and things of that nature, that the quality of men that she dated was low. And she said that she noticed once she, I think it was a point where she had went through just like a hard time, like a breakup or whatever, and she just started focusing on herself and going hard in the paint for herself and achieving her goals. She stated how the quality of men that she started dating got better and better the more that she began to achieve and do better for herself, that her taste in men switched up. And so that made me think, like that's a very real experience, and it goes both ways, and it could be in romance, it could be in friendships or whatever. Sometimes, like we really do have to pay attention to who's around us during these certain periods of time. And it makes me think of, that saying that water seeks its own level. So a lot of times when you are doing bad, when you're struggling in life, you done hit a wall and you just blah and a lot of times, you know, um, people will start gravitating towards you. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, for one, it's a frequency. For two, it's like, kind of like a moth to a flame. It's like the pheromones, kind of. You know what I'm saying? It's like they could smell it in the air. Okay, it's despair over there. It's misery over there. It's low vibrating energy over there. Let's go over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I've been in those situations at times where I might, I've, younger in my younger days, just like not knowing what direction I'm going in life, hitting a wall and just easing my way through, not really having a life for real, not having a job. I'm just home, hanging out all day. It was most definitely always somebody around to help me be non-progressive in my day. Okay. It was always somebody willing to come and help me waste my day. And I carried on like that for a few months until one day I was like, okay, nah, fuck this. Like, I'm tired of this bullshit. I need a job. I gotta do this. I gotta do this. Like, this been fun, but on to the next one. And I just really went cold turkey on that homeboy. You know what I'm saying? But everyone really doesn't move like that. You know what I'm saying? And so sometimes you don't recognize what the hell is going on. You don't shake it off and you stay in that low vibration, and a lot of time is wasted. However, but yeah, once I started elevating and doing more, like, first of all, I got up and got the hell out of sight, okay? And I moved away and I just got around a whole different environment and did my own thing. So of course it was new people and different people. But again, like, water seeks its own level. So in the dating world per se, yeah, when you out here not really doing that and you living a certain type of lifestyle, that's the type of people that you're gonna attract. You know what I'm saying? But you switch it up, then you're gonna start to attract the type of people who are on the frequency that you ascended to. You know what I mean? And so that's just a quick jewel for y'all, to just be able to pay attention. Like, just start paying attention. Um we all have intuition. Some is stronger than others. If it's not as strong, there's several things you could do to improve your intuition. And so but yeah, when you tap into the intuition though, you will know like when something not right. And if you vibrating low and you got other parasites around you, you know I hope that you wake up, snap out of it, and remove yourself from the environment and go onward and upward. Because again, water seeks its own level. You know what I'm saying? So the Whatever frequency you on, that's who you're gonna attract. Whatever is emanating from your spiritual, you know, whatever you want to call it, whatever is radiating off of you is sending signals. You know what I'm saying? And the people that's tuned in on that frequency, they the ones picking up that signal, and that's who you manifesting in your life. So if you looking around and it's like, okay, this one ain't ish, that one ain't worth it, it's like, okay, well, you got to take a look at yourself. Okay, what am I doing? What am I doing? Because I swear, every single time that I was in a vulnerable situation in life, and it's been a lot of times where I just done picked up and moved over, and where I just done picked up and moved on, start over or whatever on mine, okay? But every time that I was vibrating low, along came a spider, okay? A low vibrational man, you know what I'm saying? Low vibrational friends. Like I said, people who would be eager to help me waste my time. Like, ain't nobody done that today. We all just been over here smoking, drinking, talking shit for about 8 hours. Okay. Then we gonna do it all over again tomorrow. Like, just wasting time. Just wasting time. Um, but when I removed myself and I got back focused, meeting my goals, doing everything I'm supposed to do, yeah, the people that I'm around started to change, of course, and the types of men that allowing in my space is much more in accordance with what I got going on. Like, excuse me, like, that's who I was entertaining months ago. Oh my gosh, I just can't believe it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to take accountability and look back sometimes and be like, what the hell was you thinking? Woo, I'm glad you got up out of that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, um, just remember that though. Water seeks its own level. And so if you looking around and you don't like what you seeing, you don't, you know, you're not feeling in tune with, because it happens. You could have been doing this for 5 years straight, and then one day you wake up and you like, ugh, this is just not me. This is, I can't believe, because you've been awakened. You've been, you know what I'm saying? The scales have fallen off of your eyes and you're able to see clearly. It happens. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you look around and you like, listen, I don't like this. This is not me. Then you have to start looking at yourself like, okay, what is it about me that's inviting these type of people or these types of experience? What am I doing? What am I saying? Like, think about what you've been thinking, you feel me, and go in and do that self work and get yourself out of there so that you can start attracting more of what you need. So yeah, ladies, that is true though, and men also. Once you start elevating, your desire in a partner will change. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, or I mean, I'm sure it is some, because it's billions of people in the world, but it really don't make no sense to me why a well-off woman would want a man that doesn't have anything to offer. Same thing for a man. It doesn't make sense to me why a well-off man would, want to be with a woman who doesn't have anything to offer. And when I'm saying nothing to offer, I'm just talking about, you know what I'm saying? It could just be the quality of the person, not necessarily them having money to offer, but just like a quality of a person. Like, why would a optimist like me get with a man who is a pessimist, someone who is going to complain all the time, someone who always has an issue with everything? Like, it doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? So being that I'm an optimist, someone who always sees the glass half full, those are the type of partners that I want to attract. I'm definitely not trying to date a pessimist. I don't like no complainer. No, no, no. So yeah, just a quick 1, 2, quick gym. My throat is getting scratchy. the season has changed, of course. The temperatures are dropping, and so I gotta fight off these bugs. But yeah, hope y'all got something out of that. Until the next time, y'all be well. It's Diamond Jewel.